we begin with day 12 of the U.S. government shutdown, and while at times it feels like the Grand Canyon stands between Democrats and Republicans on making a deal, that's now not the case. The Grand Canyon is expected to reopen today, along with a few other national parks. National monuments like Mount Rushmore and the Statue of Liberty are expected to reopen too. The Obama administration is allowing states to reopen those sites provided they pay for operations.
But that is not likely to improve people's opinion of Washington. A new poll shows 83% of Americans disapprove of the way Congress is handling its business. And while Republican leaders and the White House started communicating, there is still no plan in place to reopen government. Jeff Pegues is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony and Vanita. Here on Capitol Hill, there is guarded optimism, you might say, now that both Republican leaders and the president have at least agreed to one thing, and that is to keep talking. Senate Republicans left the White House without an umbrella or a deal. The plan they presented to the president called for reopening the government immediately and increasing the debt ceiling for about 4 months in exchange for a couple of changes to the Affordable Care Act that would include a repeal or delay of an unpopular tax on medical devices. It is a plan proposed by Maine Senator Susan Collins.
The president listened carefully. He said that some of the elements were issues we could work on, but he certainly did not endorse that.
But that was just one offer on the table from Republicans who are at odds over how to proceed. The White House has already rejected a proposal by House Republicans that included a short-term increase of the debt ceiling. Press Secretary Jay Carney says President Obama is looking for more.
A proposal that puts a debt ceiling increase at only 6 weeks tied to budget negotiations would put us right back where we are today. That would create enormous uncertainty for our economy.
The White House does not want debt ceiling talks linked with budget negotiations, and the president is calling for an immediate end to the government shutdown, which is now in its 12th day. Both sides are now talking to each other. On Friday, the president and House Speaker John Boehner spoke on the phone. The discussions have been characterized as constructive. House Republicans will meet on Capitol Hill this morning to discuss their options. The Senate will be in session as well. They are going to vote on a debt ceiling plan, but it's not expected to get the 60 votes needed to advance the legislation. Anthony, Vanita.
Jeff Pegues on Capitol Hill. Thanks, Jeff.